a faction in which all three of them have held that title at least once within their careers. And all of them held the title at the same pay-per-view, which was this last pay-per-view, of which Roman Reigns was the current champion. Seth Rollins beat Roman Reigns for the belt, only for Dean Ambrose to cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase to hit Seth Rollins in the back of the head with it and then win the belt the same night, making it that all three former members of the Shield held the title on the same night within a 30-minute time frame of itself. So, who do you think is going to walk out of this pay-per-view with the belt? Also, you will see on the highlight reel, which is done by one Chris Jericho, the return of the Viper, Randy Orton. Randy Orton will be making his return back to the squared circle to be interviewed on the highlight reel and discuss his coming return back to the ring at SummerSlam in a match that is being billed as the first match to take 12 years to come to fruition. The Viper Randy Orton versus the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar. Now, if you was listening to the show yesterday, you remember I was discussing Brock Lesnar and how he won his UFC fight this past Friday. But in the process of winning it, he also was flagged of a doping violation, saying that he had a supplement or some form of a drug in his system that should not have been in his system at the time of his UFC fight. So, what does that say about Brock? Was he on something? And if he was, did he do it intentionally, or was it a supplement that was in his system that he wasn't aware that was on the list? But for the first time in 12 years, the man who used to be the youngest heavyweight champion in the WWE, being Brock Lesnar, is going to face up against Randy Orton, who is currently in the history books as the youngest man to have held that title. So, it's the Viper versus the Beast Incarnate, 12 years in the making. And TNA news, TNA will be making its change on the Pop Network, as they used to be on Tuesdays. Now TNA will be changing its nights to Thursday nights, and they will be coming on an hour earlier. So now they will be coming on at 7 p.m. as opposed to 8 p.m. I think it's a good look for them. Now, I know there's a lot of TNA distractors out there. There's a lot of people who do not like TNA, but here's what I have to say about TNA. As a person who is a sports entertainment fan and has been a sports entertainment fan for quite a while, to compare TNA to the WWE is like comparing a newborn baby to a grown adult. The WWE has been around for the most part been around for about 60 plus years. TNA has only been in existence for a little over 13 now. So to compare a newer show, a newer company, to a company that is basically been the premier company in that particular genre of television for years, is not a fair comparison. Even though they are both in the same genre, they're both sports entertainment. But to compare the WWE to TNA is just bad business. It's terrible, because that's like comparing the WWE to Ring of Honor. That's like comparing it to an independent. Now, I can understand why some people would want to do it, because in all honesty, TNA is the second largest sports entertainment brand in the United States. You can't deny them that. As much as you may not be a TNA fan, that's what they are. They're the second largest company in sports entertainment in the United States, and they did this within a 13-year time frame. That's saying a lot. Now, do they have the revenue of the WWE? Absolutely not. Do they have the connections and pull that the WWE has? Absolutely not, because they haven't been around as long and they do not have the same income revenue. But give them time. If they survive this, now mind you, there's a lot of things that TNA does business-wise that is not exactly the wisest business choices. However, there's a lot of WWE fans who have always said, well, TNA is going to go out of business, TNA is going to go under. They've been saying this ever since it was a show that was carried by the National Wrestling Alliance, when it used to be the NWA TNA Alliance. They've been saying TNA was going to go down the tubes for the last 13 years. And TNA has always managed to resurface or stay on the surface. So that should let you know that as bad as the business may appear, they still manage to maintain themselves. That's letting you know that they're not just going to just fold up and go the way of a lot of other companies. All they do need to do is they need to tighten up their booking. They do need to tighten up a few of their other interests within the company on the business end, because as far as the wrestling end, they have actually a better wrestling quality than the WWE on quite a few occasions. So it just boils down to tightening up the business aspect so that they can start growing and start building up on their revenue. Once they start building up on their revenue, now you can start comparing them. With that said, be on the lookout for TNA Impact, which comes on the Pop Network starting Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, here's where this is about to get real ugly. We're entering the 5 o'clock hour, which means when we enter the 5 o'clock hour, that's the last hour of this show. And in the 5 o'clock hour is when I take the gloves off. This is when I become Brock Lesnar, and I become the Beast Incarnate. And when I become the Beast Incarnate, things get really, really, really nasty here. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna reach in the crate a little bit. This is Question Mark Asylum featuring Black Girl. Look away now. Hey, look away now. Look away from them other stations and look at us. Here it is. The Hip Hop Pharmacy. Question Mark Asylum featuring Black Girl. Hey, look away now. Let's go.
Everybody down to serve my group, but I'm trying to get up with this shawty now. When you with your boys, you're rugged and rough, but when you find out sweet love hanging around, you're all cute it up. You got your hat to the side, frontin' in your ride. Decent sister play your songs that's worldwide. Everybody saying, yeah, that's the jam. Singing along, saying he got the thump of a live man. Ladies, winter, spring, fall, it don't matter. They still wear their clothes to let you know which one is better. We be scoping while y'all standing on the block, waiting for a player like me to scoop ya up. Because of my rep, they gotta accept when I keep it flamboyant. Mini CBs try to spoil it. Mr. Fest don't trip, cause it's all in the deal. It's all real in the veil. Ah yeah. Drop it on, drop it on.
through so much pain, so much love I cry, tears of blood. I use a straw in the jaw, flick the phlegm to the wind. I'm inspired by a city that's rotten from within. I see the fruits of my labor distributed by cable, cause Robbie Nibble and Punani with cherry flavor annihilators. Beat up the block system, pumping like adrenaline. The fly and feminine be whispering it's him again. So look away, but who am I to say? Yeah, oh so freakalicious, and oh yes, by the way, the caramel complexion makes you look glazed. Sucking on the lollipop, scoping out the show shot from Chocolate City, wondering who is he? Cause even off the hook, you word him up.
Yo, it gets busy.
Got the soul, got the funk, got the cue, so what else could you want?
Hey, look away now, everything's fine.
I get fly without wings on material things. It's the question mark of style, yeah, A&R wet from the bill, though not the village. People check out the bigger picture through the eye of a needle.
Look away now, everything's fine.
Yo, once I hang around with some fly guys, Ross Swan, Diggy, Doms, Ding, Ding. Yo, come around our neighborhood, cause we're the neighborhood clique. And I put a question mark of style. Yo, get hooked on this, see our style is versatile. You look away, yo, book a day, baby.
Look away now, everything's fine. All is real in love. Look away now, look away now, look away. Look away now, everything's fine. All is real in love. Look away now, look away now, look away.
Look away, just look away, you know? Cause everything's fly. Life ain't nothing but 2 pounds of pressure, baby. It's the question mark of style. Getting wild with a new style, cause we're versatile. So check it out, right? We're here to stay. And while we're in your presence, baby, look away.
They be like, everybody talking about Flea, what you gonna do? And do what I want when I want. Okay.
New music.
He wanted to play with me, man. I played with triggers. Took the oven off my waist, started baking niggas. Doctor brought him back to life. I'm like, I'm breathing niggas. Went in the ER, told him stop saving niggas. Hood investor, silver Tesla. Check my dresser, I'm the best dresser. Who dress better? Salad nigga, you dress letters. Which is a dress, how I dress him like you address letters.
New music. This is Dipset. I had to rewind that one. Let's go, Dipset.
Everybody talking about Flea, what you gonna do? And do what I want when I want. Okay. Welcome back. Yo. He wanted to play with me, man. I played with triggers. Took the oven off my waist, started baking niggas. Doctor brought him back to life. I'm like, I'm breathing niggas. Went in the ER, told him stop saving niggas. Hood investor, silver Tesla. Check my dresser, I'm the best dresser. Who dress better? Salad nigga, you dress letters. Which is a dress, how I dress him like you address letters. Kanye daughter, pink fur and white tee. Sorry Mike, the kids wanna be like me. Like me, make a movie, no Spike Lee. Tell girls politely, come to the crib and say see. And they be like, and I'll be like, I hit your girl with the fall away. Tell her, look, we gon' have a ball today, all the way. Or she say, yeah. And I'll be like, and she be like, we turn it up. Oh yeah. Cut your wrist, I cut the deck. I tell corporate, cut the shit, cut the check, right? You used to beatbox and weed spots. Me, I turn Reeboks to flea box. Kicks are like heroin or green tops. Either way, I had the line rap 3 blocks.